Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Capricorn weekly money and career reading from January 20th to the 26th, 2025. Capricorns, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Capricorn's weekly money and career, January 20th to the 26th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. Be on the lookout on the here out for the magic word. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of January. So grab your best headphones and earbuds for a better sound, and let's get started. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, money and career. What messages do we have? January 20th to the 26th, 2025. Remember that these are not personal readings. These are uniquely general energies, motivational readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can do so by joining membership and join our Sunday live tarot session at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. We have a session every Sunday. Anyone can join and anyone can get a tarot reading. Membership gives you access to your questions. All right, here we go. Capricorn. Page of Cups. Beautiful. New offer, new ideas, open to new ideas, open to create, excited to create, maybe a little heads in the clouds. Doesn't have to be you. This can be a water sign, a younger person around you, or you coming in with a new idea or getting a new offer or an offer to collaborate or be part of something. It feels creative with the cups, right? Doesn't have to be, but for me, with this little pages are all about new emotions, news, new messages, budding energies, budding ideas, the beginning of a collaboration or the beginning of a new cycle. Here we have the World and we have the Ten of Cups, which tells me that this is really your happily ever after, because you ended a cycle and you're really moving into, oh, okay. So I have two energies simultaneously. Either you're ending a cycle where everything was a little too dreamy and a little too out there and not very concrete in your mind. And now you're moving into something more factual. We're going to pull more cards. In moving into something, closing that chapter. So either you were a little too naive, or you believed in something, or you had all of a sudden this inspiration. Someone inspired you, or someone made you an offer, or someone you connected with, or something you heard about or you found online that really inspired you to push forward and lead you to another adventure, or to be part of a creative team. Anyway, opening doors to something new. It's a big push to create. So either it's something you really believed in, but it was too not clear enough for you, not factual enough for you, so you're moving into something else, or this is really a time to push to create and sort of reveal who you are and reveal your talent in this next cycle. Whatever it is, you're moving into another cycle. Let's see. Yes, the past. So I feel like let's pull all the cards. Six of Cups, nostalgic of the past, yeah, and sudden realization. Okay, so was the past a little too dreamy for you, Capricorns that are very pragmatic, very down to earth, like things planned, not too fuzzy-duzzy, right? Got to get the job done, plan ahead, long-term planning, long-term strategy. Let's stick to the plan and just roll it out. And even if there's not too much fantasy there, even if there's not too much creativity there, we'll get the job done and we'll have a solid ground and just keep pushing forward. Okay, so there's a sudden realization here, a sudden shift with the Tower that you're not going to do that anymore. You don't want to be part of that anymore. And my take here is that, yeah, because we have the Hermit and the Tower, rehashing, reassessing or assessing, processing, taking the time to process and understand that maybe you don't want to do it that way, or you need to find answers, or you need to figure it out yourself if you want to be part of that. Do you want to be part of that past energy? Do you want to be part of that past creative energy? Let's see. No. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, deception, done. Don't want to do it that way. Aries, Leo, Sag, King of Wands, bossing up. Oh. Because the King of Wands is someone that doesn't really care what other people think, but also likes to be creative and push the envelope and do things in other ways, finding other solutions, being really creative, off the chart, push the envelope, right? And being okay with people disagreeing or people not understanding, reinventing the wheel. No, we don't like to say that. Or maybe that's what you think. Oh, and you're probably like, well, no, but we're reinventing the wheel. Why are we reinventing the wheel? It was perfectly okay. It was perfectly okay the way it was. Why do we have to go and think of really creative ways to push this forward? While in the past, we just did it that way. It was perfectly fine. We planned it. It was organized. Everything we had to do was there. We didn't have to go all creative and find new IT ways or AI or things different, or, you know, and you're like, but I think that there's a sudden realization here where you have to choose, or you have to figure it out. Do I want to be part of this or not? Because you have the world, it's successful, moving into a whole new cycle of success, understanding where you are, what your purpose is, where you stand in this dynamic, what your role is, what you bring to the table. It's making you happy. You want it to make you happy, and you want stability in your home, stability in your family, and long-term happily ever after in your family. But you don't want to shake things up. Like, you're perfectly fine having it linear as long as it's organized and you're focused and you have your goal. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be ultra creative. You just want to pay the bills and know what you have to do every day at your job, and that's it. And here it feels like there's a sudden realization that things are going to be different or done in a different way, or there's an offer there, or there's new ideas there, and it feels like you're having moments of doubt where you have to process this with the Hermit. And you know, the Hermit is all about you, all about looking within. Who are you at this moment? What's your position here? What is it you want? What is your desire? What are your goals? What are you trying to transform, or what are you trying to understand, or what are you trying to clarify or motivate, whatever. And here it's really about drawing inwards. Here we are with the Tower, that sudden realization that things are going to be different. So maybe this is a new offer to be part of something, or maybe this is a whole new dynamic with younger people, new ideas, more creative ideas, a little bit head in the clouds, right? And it feels like maybe maybe you don't want to be part of that young dynamic, and maybe you don't want to be part of that creative team or that way of working that's ultra, that's not your gig, right? It feels like it's not your vibe. But it's shifting no matter what. And it's almost like having to like take a break from that everyday life, right? And just figure things out and like dig deep. Like it's almost like a soul search to realize, right, what you want, what your sense of truth is, if you want this, if this is for you, if you will connect. And your truth is within. Your answer is within. Whatever you're searching for, whatever is coming in that's new, that's sort of suddenly awakening you, or suddenly you're realizing that things are going to be different, or suddenly you're realizing that you're going to have to think about this, right? Is this for me or not? Do I want to deal with this or not? Do I want to work like this or not? Do I want to be on these projects or not? Do I want to be part of this new way of managing, or new way of operating, or new creative ways, right? And you here, it's like no one else knows but you, Capricorn. And you're the one that has to sort of understand that this is like a pivotal point, and maybe you are considering a new direction. And it's your way to reevaluate, or, where you stand, or your personal goals. And do you want to change your overall path? It feels like no matter what you do, or whatever you decide, whatever is important for you, and it will be different for each and every one. Remember, these are not personal readings. This is about you looking at it, at life from a more deeper or more spiritual understanding, that maybe your priorities are different, or maybe your priorities are changing, and certain things are no longer important for you, or so important for you, and now you're shifting to other priorities in your life, for your family, for your happiness, for the stability in your home and your family. And so this is a change. I feel like your priorities are changing. So even though you think that this is not cool, or someone stabbed you in the back, or it's sort of the end of an era, right? 5 of Cups, it's disappointing, but you still have this King of Wands. So is this King of Wands you really assertive, bossing up, wanting different, or wanting to do your own thing? Let's see. But there's a sudden awareness and a sudden shift here where things are not going to be the same. And I don't think you want to be in that tower anymore. Do you want to be in that tower? Comment down below. Let me know if you connect with this. Let me know what this is all about. Let me know, Capricorn. Let me know whether whether good, bad. Comments are all welcome. Any comment is all welcome. But I feel I'm going to pull one card on this tower. Let's see. It is the end of a chapter, but the world is also understanding what your role is in the next one. And that's what you're figuring out. Let's see. Look at that. That's your wish. You want awareness, and you want change. Your wish is to have sudden change and sudden understanding of what, how your priorities are different, and you're thinking differently. There's a real sudden awakening there. And that's what you want. You want clarity. You want change. You want change. Wow. All right, one more card on this 9 of Cups, please. Slowly but surely, taking your time to realign yourself with the right people, with something else. You need stability with the right people. Yeah. Imposing. It's time. It's time. There's sudden, yes, here's the moment where it's time really to use your resources and know that now you're gonna move on into a new direction. Find the solution, and look at that. All about happiness, abundance, stability. everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. With the sun just tells you that no matter what the obstacles are, no matter what the difficulties are, or how difficult you feel it is to process this and understand that you're the one with the answer, you're the one that's going to make the change. No one else is going to make the change for you. You decide. Free will, free choice. I want to take do I want to take a card on this magician? No, the magician is just there to say that it's time. It's time to move forward. It's time to make a decision. It's time to make this happen, whatever this is for you. And I feel like, again, either you are being offered something and you're not quite sure, or there are younger people, very creative around you, working differently, a little head in the clouds, like I say, maybe not very mature, that are taking over, that are that have ideas out of your comfort zone a little bit, and maybe you don't want to be part of that. And I feel like you're suddenly realizing that your priorities are changing. You have a wish coming in, and so your wish is change. Your wish is change. And I feel like it's almost like you've manifested this change, right? To create new personal powers or new confidence, right? Confidence or confidence either to step into a new role or to accept this new reality of people that work differently, or I don't know. I'm really getting two energies here. Either let me push forward, believe in myself. It's time to reinvent myself. It's time to sort of utilize both my internal experience, my internal resources, my knowledge, everything I've done up to now, and sort of bring both the internal and external resources that are totally different, that are sort of reinvented and totally creative compared to what I used to do, right? Then I'm feeling like you compared to what I'm used to utilizing, or my day-to-day routine in my job. And I feel like it's time to embrace the changes, time to bridge the gap between those internal and external resources and sort of turn ideas into reality, but using both. And I think that you, even though you're disappointed and you feel like it's the end of the era, I think you're tapping into your boss mode, Capricorn, like you know how to do very well, even though it's a little icky for you to be in people, with people all over the place, very creative with fantastic idea, but a little bit all over the place. You don't like that. You like things so my take on this is that you're sort of focusing on action, like channeling your energy. So there might be a moment of processing. We'll pull another card on the Hermit, but there's a moment of process, a moment of of understanding that you need to take the time to process this and understand what you want, right? Do you want to be part of this or not? Do you want to really take action and understand that both resources or both generations, if it's a generation gap, or type of people, or creative, more administrative, that's also a gap, right? Sometimes, and I think that you are assessing and feeling, okay, can I do this or not? Is it going to be interesting? Is there something for me in this or not? Can I find my role? Can I find my purpose? Can I find also inspiration? And I think you do with this magician. And I think there's that inspiration to sort of channel energies and willpower to bring change. And I feel like once you process this, once you understand that you're the one that's going to bring the change, you're the one that's going to accept this or not, right? Free will. You want to be part of it or not. And I think that if you want to be part of it, I think you're really going to be focused on action. And you're like focused on one really specific goal and concentrate on what you desire, right? And take that deliberate action to manifest it. Like harness your skills, harness your experience, harness the difference that you have with the other people, and to achieve something really, really meaningful and transform something that might be challenging into something really, really positive, through your resourcefulness, through their creativity, and connecting between that spiritual and that material, or that between that creative and that administrative, or something like that. Really, really bridging the gap by aligning with both your higher self and your ideas and your desires. And I feel like you'll be able to manifest more effectively. It's a fresh new opportunity to do things differently, to be part of a new dynamic, to be part of a new way of working, or a new team, or right. But I feel like maybe you're waiting for the right time. Maybe you're waiting for the right moment, but it's almost like a divine energy. Like all of a sudden you're going to realize this. All of a sudden things are happening, like a light bulb moment in your mind where, okay, now I can do this. Now I have my place, or I feel like I understand what my place is, or, what my goal is going to be. And once you have that goal, once your vision is very clear, and your ambition is clear, and you know what your role is, and you know you're important, this is really driving you really to the sun, where people are going to want to work with you, or you're going to want to work with these people, or younger people, or people that work differently or have different ideas, and you're going to align. You're going to take your time. Your wish is to align, to take your time to align with the right people in the right way, everything in moderation, everything slow. No, you don't want to bulldoze. You don't want sudden change. You want to take your time to adapt, and take your time to really resonate with the right people, so you can evolve, so you can grow, so you can learn. And as two entities really work together on one same goal, or one same direction. Take your time. Yeah, but there's no time. Like everyone's impatient. Push, 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 push. But I think that you are going to gain inspiration. So even if I'm surprised we don't have the Knight of Pentacles. You're very organized, committed, step by step. Don't rush things. Just do them really well. And slow and steady wins the race. But I feel like there's an impulse, like impatient. We got to do things yesterday. We need to change things. We need to change things up, and we don't have time to wait, or to do things slowly. But you are resourceful. It is time to move forward. You are going to find inspiration and utilize all your energy and your experience finding solutions. And look, the sun, you're bringing abundance, you're bringing success, your hard work is paying off, your process is paying off, your change, your acceptance of change, and your adaptation to change is going to pay off and put you in the sunlight in abundance and success. Wow. Beautiful reading. This is a fascinating reading. I feel like I haven't had a reading like this in a while. So Capricorn, whatever you're going through, whatever's on your mind, comment down below. Let me know. It is important for me, and that is how I push forward in my readings. So please let me know if this is something that makes sense to you. Let's pull a card on the world. I've been looking at that world since the beginning. All right, what is the world? The world is one cycle closing, the end of an era, another one starting. But you're in your purpose. This is also successful. So even if it's tricky in between to figure out if you want to be part of this, if you want to be part of the evolution, or grow, or participate in this, or you're tapping out. Yep, there we go. You're committed. Hard work. There we go. I like this. What is the world all about? Yep, look at that. Look at that, Capricorn. Absolutely amazing. So I feel like, yes, you're in control. And yes, you're hardworking. You're committed. You are specialized in what you do. You know what you're doing. You are hard. You know how to double down, and just work hard and get things done because you have the knowledge and you have the experience, and you can assess. Like you're very clear on where you stand, but things are different, and so. Even though it's different, it's difficult to sometimes understand how we have to change or when we have to change, or maybe we don't really have the time and we just have to dive in. We don't have a choice. Things are changing. Things are evolving. It's chaotic everywhere. We need to change every second and adapt. We don't have a choice. No one has a choice, right? In these new dynamics, in these ever so changing energies. So with this Emperor, this just tells me that you're very professional and very good at what you do and working really hard. And it's almost like you're going to work even harder to make sure you're very good at what the new thing you need to do is. Right? Getting better and better, perfecting a skill or perfecting a program or perfecting a project or an idea. You're perfecting this, and you demand respect. You demand respect. This can be a boss here. This Emperor can be an Aries, but I think it's you really all in your status power, right? Recognizing what is essential to you. And I think that status power or recognition is essential for you. And you might be most comfortable in leadership, in a leadership role or management role or leading a team or something like that. You can direct others, but I think that you're very fair, but I think you're going to have this sort of clear vision of what you want to create or what you wish to organize around you and manifest new goals and manifest new ways. I think that little by little, it's going to become very clear in your mind, and you listen to other people's advice, but at the same time, you prefer to have the final say. Respect to you, Capricorn, respect to you. Claim your authority. I claim your leadership. Claim your authority. Don't let people put you down, or don't let people second guess you. Claim your new authority because you're working really hard. You're specialized at what you do. People might come to you for answers on certain questions, on the way to work on something that you are really specialized in. Let's see if there's one more card on this. Okay. Didn't have time to say anything on there. Okay, so we have, is this? Okay, got it. All right. So we have the Seven of Swords, not trusting, feeling that people are taking you for granted or getting away with things or not saying the truth, or right, just a question of trust there. Seeing the truth, clearing the truth, but also learning new skills. And there we go. We have the new direction. Pure clarity. There's a breakthrough there. Big breakthrough. And there we have that little Page of Cups again with the creativity, the offer to create, the offer to be part of something, a little more head in the clouds. There we go. But we do have the Page of Swords as well, which tells me that you're learning new skills. But you're ambitious. I mean, it's something ambitious, and you are ambitious, and you're okay to dive into that. But you need to know that you have your role. You have a purpose. You don't want to be like drowned into all these other emotions and people and creativity and new ways and all that. You want to have a really specific role, very pragmatic in where you stand and what you do, and you don't want to be drowned in all the other stuff. But there's a pure breakthrough here, and you will learn, and it's ambitious. Yep, you're letting go. I love this reading. Love this reading. Letting go. Suddenly, there we go. Again, the Tower. Understanding to let go of the past. It's no longer there. We're no longer doing it that way. We're going to operate differently, and it's going to be different people, and maybe it's something that's not really comfortable, but that's okay. I can let the past go because we're no longer working like that. It's no longer operational like that. So even if it's not my cup of tea, or even if I've never done it before, or even if I'm not particularly enthusiastic in the beginning, I'm going to double down and make sure I work my butt off, or I specialize in something new, because I want to be important here. I want to remain important. I want to remain the emperor. I want to remain in control, or I want to remain someone on top, right? And I want to be able to believe, heal in certain triggers, disappointments where I didn't expect this to happen, or I didn't expect this to be like this, or so complicated, or I just thought things were going to remain linear the way I wanted them to be. But that's okay. We have the Star, and again, the Emperor. Yeah. So the Star is about believing and healing, and really understanding, again, to bridge the gap between dream and reality. So whether you want it or not, it's a healing process in understanding what is reality today, what you have to adapt to, and how the changes sometimes, put us in a space of anxiety and disappointment. Letting go, and sudden awareness that we have to let go and do things differently. But the Star brings in beautiful new messages, right? Positive messages. We have this world of understanding. Where's the World card, right? The World card right there, understanding that you can accomplish anything, right? It's about really letting go those harmful illusions about what you could do, or did you have your place in this, or is this still a job for you, or should you still remain in this company or in your business, or whatever this is, right? It's about letting go those harmful illusions about yourself and what you can or cannot accomplish, and really acknowledging your place within this world, within that company, or within whatever it is that you want to accomplish and you want to be part of, that is important for you. That is how you're making your decision. And with the Star card, yes, it's a star of hope. It is a card of hope and healing, but it's also the calm after the storm. Understanding that now you're going to move into your new energies, you're going to adapt, and you're going to let go of the past. Whatever the past is, I always say, put it on the shelf, close the door, turn the key, lock the door, let it go. It was like that. You were powerful in that day, or it worked for you. You loved it. It was your gig. It was your thing, but it's no longer that. You let it go. Let it go. And it's part of you. It's not going anywhere. It's remaining with you. You always be that. But right now, that energy is no longer what you have to focus on in this new era, because it's not there anymore. And that sometimes is hard to understand. But here with the Star card, it's about entering a much more peaceful phase, a much more protective phase, like in more serenity. So in all this transformation, in deciding that, okay, I can do this, I think I can do this, and I think I can commit to this, and I actually think I can find some a pleasure and and a joy in being in this setting, in a new setting. And I think this is the future of your career. You're going to be protected long term. It's about harmony. It's about serenity. It's a really calmer energy you're going to enter, really the calm after the storm. And the environment, the professional environment you're going to be in is going to be extremely creative. And I think you understand that, and I think you know that, and I think you're okay with that, because as much as it's creative and you have to adapt, it's a much more peaceful and beautiful environment that's going to allow you to navigate and progress in your career. Absolutely amazing reading. It is something, honestly, I haven't felt this way in a long time, and it's not good or bad. It is an impressive, pragmatic, and only Capricorn it can be like that, because and let me know if you connect, and let me know if this is something, that that makes sense to you. It is you realizing something that you're not particularly used to, or wanting to adapt, right? And then transforming it into something very real, very pragmatic. And there's something all about creativity, which you're like, okay, well, that's not my gig. And making it your own, and understanding pragmatically, very, very precisely, how to transform that into a strength and stability, and becoming very calm and collected in this new professional environment, and making it your own. And it's much more smoother and softer, yet more creative. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's see. If there's one last message for the road, I don't know if we need it, but because there's so many messages as well. But big pivot for sure. Big pivot, but I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, lots of cards here. Yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of duplicates. So we have the Temperance, taking your time, celebrating in your home, your family, finding it clear authority, learning new, intellectual power, intellectual authority. There's the breakthrough, seeing through, thinking differently, going in a newer direction, giving you anxiety, but you have that hope, you have that healing, you have that smooth energy coming in, calm after the storm, and there's your new adventure. Accepting the uncertainties, accepting the unknown, accepting things you've never done before, but believing in yourself, believing in the process, and believing that you have a purpose in this process and in this future. Amazing. Amazing reading. I don't even know what I'm going to call this, but we will see. Thank you so much for watching, Capricorns. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every one for connecting, sharing your journeys, sharing your energies. Gratitude from the bottom of my heart to each and every one. A whole new adventure is just popping right in. A whole new adventure. So if you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put a whole new adventure down below in the comment section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of January. Thank you so much for watching, Capricorns. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.